Jeff Houghton here with Kathryn Ikle. Kathryn's my guest today. She's from Dallas, Texas. Kathryn, you do a variety of different things. I can't possibly try to summarize it quickly. How do you describe what you do?
Uh, that's a very good point. Well, I do a variety of things, as you said. So first off, I'm an artist
Hmm.
in the Dallas, Texas community. I'm very involved. I also, my professional day job, I am a user experience creative director at Citibank.
Hmm.
But in between, I do a lot of other things, including speaking and some consultant work.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like, I mean, I'm kind of similar way where I have my hand in a lot of different things.
Yes.
How do you, is there a connective tissue between those things that you see a connection between them at all?
Yes, definitely. The creativity part definitely ties everything together. So as an artist, and then also in my day job, I'm constantly thinking of new ways to approach problems or things that I'm doing in the community. So definitely that ties it together.
Yeah. So tell me about, let's go to being an artist.
Okay.
Uh, Tell me about how that passion started for you and how you've, a lot of people are artists like when they're younger and, but they don't
Yes.
really like really pursue that creativity. Kind of what's your passion for it and what's kept you going with it?
Uh, I started when I was a kid. I loved the Peanuts, so I was always doing cartooning. And I also loved Disney. And so one day, I think I was probably around 8 years old. I had drawn a ton of cartoons on like that old typing paper,
Hmm.
and I mailed it into Disney. And I actually had a designer from Disney mail me a package of comic books. And I was so excited to get that packet that they had actually even responded. I think that really motivated me to
Hmm.
keep going with my art. So all through school, high school, college, I've been in studio arts. And then once I graduated from college, I was really looking for number one, a career in the arts.
Hmm.
So my background's in graphic design, and then, but because I was doing a lot of corporate jobs, I was looking for outside channels to do art, more like the studio arts. So
Hmm.
really got involved in the community, loved the artist community where I grew up, and then now also in Dallas, Texas.
Hmm. Yeah, that's okay. So I don't know. I have a lot of follow-up questions from that. So, but like you don't think about that as an adult, like what impact that has on a kid and like just those like little things or like, like it'll be like um a mom spoke at my career day at school when I was in fourth grade, and I was like, oh, maybe there's a job for me in this. And like just those little nuggets of the fact that that person at Disney
Yes.
sends you something, and then you're like, maybe this is something I can do. That's kind of amazing.
Definitely. I even imagine myself like a designer for Disney. So I've definitely thought through a lot of different careers, but it was always something with drawing or the arts or creativity. And yeah, those moments are what really inspired me. And I've had multiple ones throughout my life.
And I imagine the other thing you said was like kind of you mentioned the artist community, and that's like such an important part of being an artist, both in terms of like knowing people or being inspired or
Oh
encouragement and
yeah.
just kind of that sort of thing. Talk to me about like people that maybe don't know what that is, like kind of an artist community, what that means for you as an artist.
Sure. I have to say the community that I'm president of the Art Club of McKinney, Texas. We
Hmm.
have about 100 plus members, and I can't tell you the amount of positivity that comes out of that group.
Hmm.
And you would think as artists we're competitive, we're competing against each other to actually sell work or whatever it might be. That is not the case.
Hmm.
And in our day-to-day lives, especially if you have a career, if you have a family, you need some kind of outlet for yourself where you're having a good time, you're just having fun with life and with things. So the artist community itself provides that for me. It is
Hmm.
definitely an outlet. The people are phenomenal. I love the energy that it generates when you're
Hmm.
talking to each other and you're bouncing ideas off each other, like, hey, what if we did this, or what if we do that? And you can create something out of nothing, and say, hey, let's have an art show and the theme is this, or let's support student artists and let's do this. There's no limit, and I think that's what I really, really love about it, is
Hmm.
that there's no ceiling. You can go as far and wide as you want with the artist community.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love for myself and my experience with it is like you might have like a nugget of an idea and then someone's like, oh yeah, you could do this. And then someone else is like, you could do this and you could do this. And
Yes.
this nugget of an idea that you liked is now this bigger, better idea. And I think that's
Right.
the fun part of it.
Yes, yeah. They actually, in my consulting years, they've called it something called third entity, where you have
Mm,
like one person and another person, and you put them together, and they create this third
mm,
energy. So it's well, 1 plus 1 is 2, but it really creates this energy you wouldn't normally get on your own.
yeah.
So I really do love that.
So like you said, like a like a true creative, you're like, I do a little bit of this and I do a little bit of this.
Yes.
Tell me about like the speaking side of things.
Oh, so I love doing motivational speaking, and I actually didn't really get involved in it until COVID.
Mm,
So again, my background is graphic design. I'm in user experience. I'm a creative director at Citibank right now, and a friend of mine had invited me to speak on whatever topic I wanted to for. A group within the Dallas, Texas community called Ladies That UX.
mm-hmm.
And so I chose a topic. I did it virtually during COVID. I had so much fun with it. And so now each year, my goal is to look for maybe 1 or 2 opportunities to speak. And I like being able to take personal experiences
Mm-hmm.
and really share that with others and hopefully inspire hope and positivity. So it could be, I'm speaking to art students at a high school, or it could be, I just recently finished speaking at City to women leaders
Mm-hmm.
on flexibility and adversity. So I that's probably another outlet for me where I feel like I don't have any limitations. I can
Mm-hmm.
pick a topic that I'm passionate about and speak on it, and I have lots of different avenues to actually speak. It's not just in the arts community, it's not just at work. It can be anywhere with
Yeah.
anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's neat. So if someone that has been watching this and they're like, man, Kathryn's awesome. I want to what are are you doing commissioned work? Are you always on the hunt to do shows? How do people get a hold of you? That sort of thing.
Great question. So I have a website that serves as my contact info, my portfolio professionally and within the artist community. It's my name, KathrynIkle.com. You can go on there. You can see examples of my speaking engagements. You can see I actually have an online store. So I do a lot of custom artistic merchandise like clothing and shoes. I
Mm-hmm.
do a lot of commission art. I am in shows throughout the year, and I also collaborate with other artists and host shows, especially since I'm involved in an arts organization. So I am on pretty much every social platform as well. So you
Yeah.
can reach out to me, email, text, IM me, message. And if you have an idea about a collaboration, or you're like, hey, I'd really love to get your advice on how to set up a show, or we're having this conference coming up, we want someone to
Mm-hmm.
come and speak. I do all the things. So,
Okay.
and there's nothing off the table. I have so much fun with it. So any ideas you have, I'd love to hear.
That sounds like a true creative. Well, there she is, Kathryn Ikle. Kathryn, thanks for joining me today.
Sure. Thank you for having me.